Hey guys, I just got home from work and I found a wiggler in the Pleco breeding tank. So I wanted to kind of talk about what I've been doing, what's been working for me, and maybe it'll help some of you guys kind of change up some things if you need to get your Plecos to start breeding. So I just have uh, a male and a female in here. They're both albino. They're fairly large. The male's probably around 4-ish inches. The female's probably around 3.5. There's one wiggler that got kicked out. That's way over here. But I've been through a couple of renditions with this. So I used to run it full. Now obviously I'm doing half. So it's a 29 tall, but with it being half, I'm running it as if it was a 20 long. And I made these spawning mops to kind of replicate the plant cover. And I wanted something that was going to kind of maybe provide some more interstitial little spaces for the little ones that come out, and then also to kind of help cover up the caves like it's done in this back corner. And that's actually the cave that the dad has the babies in. So I'm pretty excited that that actually worked. I put so many in here trying to figure out basically, do they want to see a different angle? Do I need to, like, are they afraid because I keep looking in the tank so much? So I've tried to back off doing that as well. But I'm also trying to do weekly water changes roundabout, and I've been feeding about every other day. And these are the three things that I've tried. I've mainly been sticking with the Rapashi Soylent Green and this Aquatic Arts algae wafer. I was trying the Sarah Onit tabs, but they break apart really easily, and they didn't hold up long enough for the Plecos to actually get to it. I'd put one in, and then a couple of days later they wouldn't have touched it, and it's just this black gunk at the bottom. But I've been feeding every other day, kind of switching in between these two, and I'll put a couple of blocks of the Rapashi, and then I'll put like 3 of the wafers whenever I'm doing my wafer day. So I've also got this wiggler that's down here. I'm gonna try and kind of protect him because I don't want the parents to throw him around or potentially hurt him or anything like that. I want to try and save him if I can. You can see the males back there pushing that water around to keep the airflow. So I've got a floating worm feeder that I'm going to try to put him in. And I've got this coral feeder that I'm going to use to try and suck him up, hopefully without hurting him. We'll see. I've done something like this before because I've had the male kick the eggs out, but it did not work super well because once they all hatched, the babies just kind of all stuck on top of each other. Oh, I got him. Okay. And they ended up kind of crushing each other. So it did not work super well. So anyways, there he is down in that worm feeder. I don't know if y'all can see that really well. But he's in there down at the very bottom. Hopefully he'll hold tough and be protected back in there. But anyways, that's what I'm doing. I think that the lowering the water level and kind of forcing them to be in this kind of crowded area helped them feel more safe, along with the spawning mops being like right around the caves. I think that helped a lot. And then keeping up with the water changes too. Something else I'm really excited about in this tank. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it, but if you look on this glass right above my finger, and then if you look at the spawning mops, you'll see these little white things kind of jumping around. I've got freshwater copepods in here. I don't know how they got there, but I think it's super cool that they're there. Now, I do see some like little white worms that are wiggling around too. I'm not quite sure what those are, but I'm hoping I can find a microscope so I can put stuff under it to figure out what exactly it is. So anyway, that's what's going on with this tank. I was super excited to have that. So hopefully this was useful to somebody, and I hope you got some out of it.